Namaskar. Respected guests for today evening, respected Dr. Achal Pandya sir, respected Dr. Sanjay Jha sir, respected Padam Priya ji, all senior colleagues, scholars and the audience members. Thank you so much for being here today. It is very interesting to have this idea of Nandi and how the exploring of the essence of it itself can bring out newer perspectives to what is already existing. So I congratulate IJNCA and the Department of Conservation and Cultural Archives for taking this initiative with a collaborator. As we all know that something that we cannot see, it doesn't mean that it does not exist. Similarly, sometimes what we see, we don't even understand. And when we understand, we start realizing there are a lot of different ways of looking at it. And I'm sure that this seminar is going to help us unveil all of those. With me also trying to learn a lot while trying to research on this topic, several interesting aspects came forward. So today I'm going to try my best to speak about the sacred symbolism of Nandi, the divine bull in Indian classical dance and rhythm. So Nandi, the sacred bull and Lord Shiva's Vahana, is a prominent figure in Hindu mythology and spiritual imagery. His influence may be seen everywhere in Indian sculpture, painting and temple constructions. He is also immensely symbolic in the traditional Indian classical styles, especially Bharatanatyam and more. I would take the liberty to say that Nandi is a complicated combination of cosmic energy, strength, loyalty and devotion. And this is where I also feel that Indian classical dance comes into the thought process. Because when we perform on the stage, it is happening at that real time and space. It is not something permanent. It is the experience, the bhava that we feel and experience. And for a presentation, for a sadhana of any classical Indian dance form, we definitely need the cosmic energy around us, the divine to guide, the strength to be able to do it and deliver, loyalty because we come from the Guru Shishya Parampara, and devotion to the Guru, devotion while presenting, devotion while completing the complete cycle. So this symbolic usage of Nandi's presence in Indian classical dance forms, though it comes in various ways and means, it is also important to understand that this cosmic energy, strength, loyalty and devotion is also equivalent to what a dancer's thought process and journey would be during the sadhana. Using technical components of dance as well as artistic features, we will try to evaluate how this goes. One of the ancient texts refers to Nandi's presence in dance through verses that describe the unwavering devotion of his to Lord Shiva. Now, in certain aspects, we have observed that Nandi's presence may not be directly be informed very strongly in connection to Indian classical dance. But there are a lot of ways and means in which we understand that we cannot miss out on that. Here you can, the next. Here is a picture. It is from a dance ballet in Bharatanatyam style. So even if the dance drama is being performed, and this picture is taken from Kumara Sambhavam, where you can observe the divine marriage between the Shiva and the Shakti. And here we see the symbolic presence of bull, our Nandi. Next. Previous. And we have the Sanskrit shlok here. Shivasya वृषभो नंदी सेवकः परमोत्कृतः नहादेवस्य धर्मस्य रक्षकः. Now the connotation is what is interesting over here. Nandi, Shiva's bull, is the best servant there is. He preserved the righteousness inherited from Shiva. So here, the bond that we see, that is very important. Nandi's existence, somebody who is watching the cosmic dance of Lord Shiva, also participating, also trying to accompany him, and being the sevak over there. Those symbolic usage, we cannot miss out on the presence. Also, in Natya Shastra, we get a description of different dance postures, moods and gestures through mudras. In that, symbolic usage to show the bull, the mighty bull, the Nandi, is always used. Usually, we take a Siha Mukha and we will be using it. Next. So when Shiva's meditation is being presented in any Indian classical dance form, we also have in our mind the Nandi. If you go to any temple, if you visit especially the temples in the southern part of India, you will see Nandi facing the main entrance of the Lord. So in Indian classical dance also, we usually, when a presentation of Lord Shiva is being depicted, we have symbolic usages and presentations here, where in the opposite side we have the Nandi. Next. Also known as the Vrishabha Hasta that we use. The little and the index finger are kept extended and the thumb and the ring finger are joined, as I have showcased. Now, we show Nandi in the format of Hasta Mudra, in the format of body language, also in the format of Nandi being mentioned in the shloka, in the rendering, and also sometimes a symbolic usage using a property if it is a dance drama. Next. So as I mentioned, with Natya Shastra and Abhinay Darpan, where specifically Nandi is not mentioned, they do discuss the traits that are linked. And these works provide the guidelines for the gestures, the postures and the expressions, that is the Hasta, the Anga and the Abhinaya. Next. Also, the Sihamukha is used to show other animals, but it is definitely used to show the symbolic usage for the bull. So here there is a description in this picture which is an extract from a dance drama where the Karanas are being depicted. So when you visit Chidambaram, you will see the Karanas also on the sculpture of the panel. And in the dance drama, we try to bring it back to life by presenting it during the piece, by adding the rhythm to it, by adding the raga, the tala to the same. So whatever we see, whatever we experience, whatever we feel, that has a beautiful scope by referring back to the texts and bringing it alive on the stage. Next. So when we talk about the Karanas here, the Shiva Tandava Stotram also, because of Nandi's connection to Lord Shiva, the Karanas are portrayed as dynamic motions that frequently represent Shiva's energy, which Nandi is said to observe and absorb. Next. Next. So here we have the other treatises also, which refer to the symbolic usage of the hand gestures that are used to portray Nandi in different Indian classical dance forms, especially in Bharatanatyam. Next. So here we have reference of another text, the Tamil text. And the mention here is that Nandi is essential to the dance's heavenly spirit. Nandi is Shiva's dancing partner in certain connotations, and it matters that he doesn't talk to Shiva directly about the art in that particular chapter, which is chapter number 35. But he is emphasized also in the background, playing the instrument such as the mridangam, to keep up the beat of Shiva's dance. So such references from different parts of the country and different texts from different eras make it evident that there is a lot to explore, and Nandi is sometimes present in the dialogue, sometimes in the foreground, sometimes in the background, sometimes giving the beats, sometimes observing, sometimes being the sevak. But in some or the other format, Nandi's presence is there when we talk about Shiva's dance. Next. Again a picture from one of the dance dramas. Here you can see the Karanas in motion, and this was taken for a dance drama called Panchama Veda, where the history and origin of how the Panchama Veda got created and came to earth was depicted. And in this dance drama also, the initial episode was to talk about Shiva's dance along with Nandi's presence as a mridangist accompanying him. Next. Again we have another reference here from a Tamil Shaiva hymns, which is a 12-volume anthology. And here also the Tamil Shaiva saint appears to see Shiva in the dance form, citing Nandi's presence. And we have the shloka over here. And the meaning of that is, as Lord Shiva dances, destroying the 7 sins, Nandi stands beside, watching his master's divine presence. Next. And then we have more of such references. In another reference, we have that he plays a crucial part in preserving Shiva's heavenly dance structure of rhythm and melody. So these instances bring to us the understanding that he has been present, sometimes in a different way, and the other times on the par with directly related to dance and music, especially rhythm. Now here I'd like to play a very small audio clip. Please listen to it, how it is also being used in Indian classical dance. So in Indian classical dance, we have the lyrics, that is the songs of the words, and along with that we will have the shollus. Those are the syllables that are used to speak. Now when we speak of a particular kriti, or along with the kriti, if we also try to speak of a presentation where there is an invocation, like a Pushpanjali, there is a scope for syllables being used. So for Nandi, how using of Nandi, the essence, the idea and the word itself, and using it with the syllables in a particular tala rhythmic cycle, we will see how it is and how it is being used today. Please play the audio. You can play it from the 3rd minute. The audio is original audio. It is sung and choreographed by my husband, Raghunandan S.
Ganga
3rd minute. We can move to 4th minute.
Namami Trinetram Namami Trinetram.
We can move to the 4th minute in the audio, please. So as you heard the audio, it is the opening part of the particular invocation, and there is a description of Lord Shiva over there. In the second part further, you will be observing the shollus, the syllables in which Nandi is used.
ಮೃತ್ಯುಂಜಯ ಧೀ ತರಿತಕ ಕ್ಷಣುತ ಧೀ ತೋ ತುಕುಂದಲಿ ಕಿಟ ಕೈ ಅಲ್ಪಧಾರಿ ಅಂಗಜಾರಿ ಉಮಾ ಪತೆ ನಾಟ್ಯಕ ಚಂದ್ರ ಮೌಳಿ ತ್ರಿಪುರ ವೈ ದಕ್ಷಿಣಾ ಮೂರ್ತೆ
ಸರ್ಪಧಾರಿ ಅಂಗಜಾರಿ ಉಮಾಪತೆ ನಾಟ್ಯಕರ್ತೆ ಚಂದ್ರಮೌಳಿ ತ್ರಿಪುರ ವೈರಿ ದಕ್ಷಿಣಾಮೂರ್ತೆ
ಧೀ ತರಿತಕ ಕ್ಷಣುತ ಧೀ ತೋ ತುಕುಂದಲಿ ಕಿಟ ಕೈ ನಂದಿ ಭಬ್ಬ ಭೃಂಗಿ ಭೃಂಗಿ ನಂದಿ ಭೃಂಗಿ ಸೇವಿತಂ
ಮನನಂದಿ ನಂದಿ ಭವ ಭೃಂಗಿ ಭೃಂಗಿ ನಂದಿ ಭೃಂಗಿ ದೇವಿತಂ
ಕುಡು ತಾಂಡವಂ ತಾಂಡವಂ ಭವಭಯಹರ ತಾಂಡವಂ ತಾಂಡವಂ ಧಿಮಿ 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 ತಾಂಡವಂ ತಾಂಡವಂ ಉಗ್ರ ತಾಂಡವಂ ಶಿವಂ ಶಿವಂ ಶಿವಂ
ತತ್ತಕುಡು ತಾಂಡವಂ ತಾಂಡವಂ ಭವಭಯಹರ ತಾಂಡವಂ ತಾಂಡವಂ ಧಿಮಿ 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 ತಾಂಡವಂ ತಾಂಡವಂ ಉಗ್ರ ತಾಂಡವಂ ಶಿವಂ 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 ಮಹೇಶ್ವರಂ ವೇದಾಗಿನಂ ಧಮರುದರಂ ನಡನಂ.
Yes, so that was the audio clip, just to give a reference of how it is being used in some of the presentations, especially for the choreography. Next. So there are puja rituals also mentioned in the Natya Shastra. Here, very defined way of prayers to Nandi is not presented or projected. But definitely when it is being done on stage, Purvaranga Vidhi, then sometimes when we are showing the puja to Lord Shiva, we are also symbolically showing the presence of Nandi while doing that. So this Purvaranga Vidhi procedure is mentioned in Natya Shastra, and usually the primary deities invoked are Brahma, Shiva in Nataraja format, and even others. Next. So here are some more traditional texts where we find the reference of presence of Nandi, as I mentioned earlier, during Shiva's dance. One of it is in Shiva Purana, in Rudra Samhita, Skanda Purana, Kashi Khanda, and other Tamil literatures as well. So across all these texts, Nandi's symbolism, whether portrayed through hand gestures, body, language or rhythm, carries great weightage. Devotion and loyalty, that is Nandi's unwavering devotion to Lord Shiva, is a metaphor for the dancers' complete dedication to their art. And this is reflected in the dancers' disciplined movements, precise execution of rhythm and emotional expression. Another aspect of Nandi, that is a strength and stability. The bull's physical strength and grounded nature are mirrored in the dancer's footwork and body movements. Any classical dance employs strong footwork, stamps, and also invokes energy similar to that which Shiva has created. This also reflects the steadfast energy of Nandi. The cosmic rhythm, in Hindu mythology, Nandi is always considered as a keeper of rhythm. And much like Shiva in the cosmic dancer, the dancer through the precise tala and the laya, that is a tempo, mirrors the cosmic order in their performances, symbolizing Nandi's role in maintaining the universal balance. So with the indirect references, there is a lot about the strong presence small but strong and vital presence of Nandi in the Indian classical dance forms. Thank you so much for listening. There are a lot of references in the paper. Cross references are also mentioned. Once the book is out, you will be able to refer to those references as well. Thank you very much. Namaste.